The next Splatfest has just been announced, and these are my predictions for it. This is LED of LED Games. Make sure to hit the like button and subscribe. This Splatfest focuses on the question, what is your go-to greeting? Handshake, fist bump, or hug? And it's taking place the weekend of November 17th through November 19th. For those of you who don't know, this is a series that I do on my channel where I predict who is going to be the most popular for every given Splatfest, and if I'm wrong, I have to do challenges that you all leave in the comments down below. Case in point, I'll be doing challenges from the last Splatfest this weekend. Now it looks like Japan specifically is going to be having a different Splatfest compared to other regions. Surprise, surprise, they're gonna have something food related. I'm not familiar with this particular type of food, but it looks like they're asking about flavor or the type of food. If you know, let me know in the comments. Imagine a food-related Splatfest in Splatoon 3, but this is important to note because there won't be Japanese players playing in this particular theme, and so the results might be different. As for this particular Splatfest, I think that the timing for this is very appropriate, considering that it's around this time of year that people are getting together more often, spending time, and of course, greeting one another. I'm personally very happy that this is not a food-related theme for those outside of Japan. This particular Splatfest theme feels more in line with some of the earlier Splatfests, and I think it's a fun idea. Before I get into the predictions, let's talk about idol matchups with the respective teams. We'll start with Shiver with Handshake, and I actually think that this is a perfect matchup. Shiver is the leader, and what do leaders do? They give a very nice and strong handshake. And you know what? I believe that. I believe that Shiver would have a very good handshake, and so it makes a lot of sense that they're on that particular team. I think it's a great matchup, especially considering that it harkens back to some of the earlier Splatfests, which for me, I really like. I love that some of our decisions are affecting some of the later game. And Frye, who's on team fist bump. This is a perfect matchup because Frye is fist bumping all of the time. All of the time Frye is fist bumping, and I think it's perfect for them. I will say that I do think that Frye would actually be a very good hugger as well, but I think the fist bump is exceptionally fitting for them. It works, it's in character, we've seen it in game on several occasions, and so it fits perfectly. And you know what fits even more perfect? Hug. Hug for Bigman. Who doesn't want to hug Bigman? I want to hug Bigman. Truly, like, he's so huggable. Have you guys seen this plush of Bigman? Like, who doesn't want to hug that? It's perfect. I think it's very in line with character for him, and it's just all around. This is probably one of the best matchups that we've had for theme and idol throughout the entire Splatfest. Of course, other than the one where we literally had to pick between the idols for who it is that was going to be the best leader. But aside from that one though, this particular theme matchup with the idols is perfect. I have zero complaints. I already know what team it is that I'm gonna be picking. It's pretty straightforward for me. I'm definitely a hugger. I will be on Team Hug, and this is one of the very few times that I'm actually gonna be on Bigman's team. I am very rarely on Bigman's team, but yes, I am 100% on Team Hug. It's just the best greeting. Handshakes are okay. I mean, they fit a purpose, but they're not the best. They're not the best. And fist bumping, I don't fist bump unless it's like a joke. I just don't. It's not, I don't do that. But hugging, I hug a lot. I hug a lot. And who doesn't want a hug? I'm sure there are people out there who don't want hugs, but for me, I'm a hugger. Always have been. Now, as for who it is that I think is going to be the most popular, this is a more difficult question to answer because I frankly feel like it could go a couple different ways. I think that there are probably a lot of people who do prefer handshakes. I don't think that everybody is a hugger. I'm a hugger, but that doesn't mean that everybody is into that. So I could see handshake being very popular, and fist bump, like I said, I don't really do that unless it's like initiated by the other person, but I could definitely see a lot of people picking that one. It feels like the silly, goofy option out of all of these teams, and then people are gonna pick the silly. They're gonna pick the silly. And of course, Frye is representing fist bump, and people want to see Frye win. There are a lot of people who are like dedicated and want to see Frye win and might just pick it just for Frye. So it's hard. It could go a couple different ways. Oh, I don't know which one to pick exactly. I think I'm just gonna go with my gut, and I'm gonna be completely not biased whatsoever. I think I'm gonna have to say that Hug is going to be the most popular in this particular Splatfest. I might regret that because I think the last couple times that I've picked things that are like affectionate focused, i.e. let's recall back to the Fame, Money, and Love Splatfest, I lost because I said that Love was going to be the most popular and instead Money won out. So you know what, maybe affection isn't the best way to go, but that's the thing. I'm gonna continue betting on love, all right? I don't care. And I think that hugs show great amount of love, and that's what I'm picking, guys. Do you agree with my pick? Let me know what it is that you all think in the comments. And of course, I want to know what team it is that you all are on, because usually within like the first day or two, I start noticing whether or not my prediction is actually close to accurate. I will have to make a note on the colors though. The colors for this particular Splatfest, exceptionally interesting. Handshake has this really beautiful like raspberry color, which we haven't seen. We've seen a lot of like repeat colors for most of the Splatfests in Splatoon 3, and this raspberry color I find very unique. It's very pretty, and I like the color. As far as the fist bump color, I don't like it. I don't like it. But it's unique, and I could see people again wanting to pick it for that color. And then meanwhile with Hug having that green, which we've seen on several different occasions. We've seen this green many times. And so, I don't know, maybe people don't want to pick it based on the color and they want to see something different, but that's just me. I could see some people doing that. Curious to know what is going to be the Tricolor stage for this particular Splatfest. The last Tricolor stage was kind of to me. I think in general, I've been getting a little bit tired of Tricolor in general. I don't find Tricolor as engaging. I get kind of bored of it very easily. I don't even necessarily think that it's the maps per se. I just think that the mode in general, it is way too easy to just like flip it within the last second. It feels very up to chance and random, which isn't always that fun to play because it, again, feels random and not necessarily in your control. But let me know what it is that you all think in the comments, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye!